Welcome to College Scholarships HQ. I'm Professor Miles, and this is your best YouTube channel for getting into the best school for the lowest price. And everything is going to take for you to be able to do that and achieve your dream. So we talked about grades last time. If you didn't see that video, go back and watch it because that's the core central component for you being able to get a scholarship when you're a non-athlete. Now, we all heard about this, right? Because that's your curriculars. Your grades are your curriculars. But there's always this conversation about your extracurriculars. Are they really important? Are your extracurriculars really important? Absolutely, they're important. What you mean? They're absolutely important. It's so important that you have extracurricular activities. Why? Keep watching and you'll find out. So, what I want to talk about when it comes to extracurriculars is that you actually just need to be involved. You need to be very involved in your extracurricular activities. When I was in school, I was in the band, I was in the choir, I was in an all-male achievement club called Onyx. Yeah, that's pretty much the main three things I was doing. In addition to that, I was taking like SAT prep courses on the side. I was going to the Angel City Links Achievers, which is like this black male achiever group that you go to like one Saturday every month. That was super important because I was able to get my network up in that, and we can talk more about how you actually use and maximize your network in a future video. So look out for that. That's coming soon. But it's really important that you have extracurriculars. Now, why? Why is it super important that you have extracurriculars? Well, it's super important that you have extracurriculars because people don't, like, if you go to school and you look at my last video, I talk about everybody loves that 4.0 student. But of course you got a 4.0 if all you do is go to school. Like, if that's anything, like that's all that you're doing is going to school, then that's not impressive. You're not gonna get scholarships that way. You're not gonna really even be able to get into the best school that way. It's super important that you have great grades and that you're a great student overall, because it's the extracurriculars that make a school fun, that make a school cool, that make a school that experience that everyone talks about when they go to college and they're like, ooh, it's amazing. It's because of the people and what they're doing outside of college. Here's a secret that all educators know that we really don't talk about all too much. The learning, the concrete, critical learning and advantages of going to college, they come outside of class. Go to somebody that you know that went to college. Just try this out. Little theory. I just want to see if it works. I know it'll work, but go ahead and do it. This is what I want you to do. Ask someone who went to college, what was the best time that you had in college? What was the most fun experience that you had in college? What is the best thing about college that you can remember? Just go ahead. Just ask that question. I guarantee it. I guarantee they'll say it was something that they did outside of class. No one's gonna be like, yo, when I was in that biology class, ooh, I was taking that test. That was fire. That was it. That's when I knew college was worth it. No, not at all. What's really happening is that someone is saying outside of class was better. Everyone's saying outside of class was better. And that's what you have to realize. That's what you have to recognize. That's what you have to understand. But colleges will reward you and let you into their school if you're already doing extracurriculars before you get to the school. And they're more likely to accept the 4.0 student or the 3.8 student or the 3.5 student or that 3.0 student who's the president of a club, who's involved in clubs, who's actually playing sports, something. Do something. Don't just be a student and go to school. Because if you are, you're boring, you're whack, and you're not really interesting. Nor are you someone that college can brag about. Nor are you someone that college scholarship can brag about. People like people who are involved and social and engaged and have friends. If you don't have those things and you don't have proof of those things that's on paper, then it's going to be very hard for you to get a college scholarship, just to be completely honest. I don't remember anybody who had just a 4.0 and got a scholarship or got into the school they really wanted to. I don't know anyone. Anyone, right? Like no one. Even our valedictorian at my high school every year was involved in like 2 or 3 clubs. Captain of something, president of something. Like you need to be involved and have interest outside of class, because that's what makes you an interesting person that we want to invest into, that we want to help get into college, and better yet, pay for your college experience. So if you want to have your college paid for and get into the best school for the lowest price, I'm gonna need you to not only have good grades, but I'm gonna need you to really actually have extracurriculars and be incredibly involved in your school, involved in your community, and get out, get up, get out, and get some. What is it that you're getting? A life. Get a life. That's what people want to see. All right, so I'm Professor Miles. This is College Scholarships HQ, where we're helping you get into the best school for the lowest price. Peace, and I'll see you next time.